YouTube, what is up with y'all today? It's Neil Goodfella Neil. I had to come through, drop my video on it. This one not gonna be slightly as, it's with that slight controversial, you know what I mean? I didn't see too many YouTubers hyping this up too crazy. It was just like a normal release or whatever. They wasn't hyping it up like they was doing the ones right here, man. They was just getting outrageous with this, but y'all already know that was another story. And man, like, I ordered mine from Finish Line. I thought these was actually gonna sell out, but they didn't. So with that being said, as far as like people wanting to know if I got mine, I definitely got mine, man. They're still sitting now. You know what I mean? A few pairs selling out or whatever, but there's nothing dramatic. But I'm cool. I'm happy I got my pair. And yeah, I do a little brief review of the kick, but I don't go all in and on foots and all that. It's a billion Jordan on foots and all that stuff. So really, I just give my opinion after the overview and a small little review, and maybe do a comparison or whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do. So obviously, by looking at the box, y'all know that this is a Shadow 10, man, and got mine in the size 9.5, so I get that nice snug fit. I do like the fact that they put this in the old box, the OG Jordan box. Definitely something different. And I've never seen this box. I'm used to seeing the Jordan 4 box, obviously, and the Jordan 3 box and stuff. So I'm happy they did it. That'd have been nice if they could have put like the pamphlet or some stickers up in here, though. Just a little something extra. I'm not begging for nothing. This logo right here, though, I definitely take it like on a black t-shirt. So the next time I know they dropped these before. You know what I mean? Like with this logo, I like the way it looked, just nice and clean. I know they put it on a t-shirt before, even without the Jumpman. But I'm actually on the hunt for one of those, man. Just a nice, clean black one, and maybe get a red one or a white one too. But yeah, anyway, jumping off into the kicks. This one didn't really sell out like crazy. Obviously, y'all know that. Even on the Nike sneakers app, they act like it sold out first or whatever. And basically, it was in stock still, like even now. But the sizes are going down. And again, just in case my subs want to know if I got this. This is one of sneakers that was on my radar, man. Definitely, I want to get this like back in like 2012, and I think at the time, and that smell looks good, man. Got this from Finish Line though, but yeah, at the time, only thing they had was the Jordan 10 Shadow, the Shadow Jordan 10 from the CDP pack or something like that. So, it was one of them things where like people were selling it, but it would be like beat somewhat. But this shoe doesn't look too bad beat. Because it's already like a dark color. Kind of remind me of the Bordeaux 7 a little bit without the burgundy, obviously, but the fact that it's a gray and black Jordan definitely reminds me of it. That it's a Jordan, reminds me of the Bordeaux 7. But the ones on eBay at the time where I was looking for in 2012, all that stuff, 2011 or whatever, like it was like it had heel drag. That's what stopped me from purchasing it early on. But I was just like, man, Jordan, just retro them, man, just retro them. But they pissed me off that one year when they ended up retroing these though. And these right here, why did they put these out? They played people, and I seen dudes rocking these like like it wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? Like why why now obviously this is a grade school size, but they actually had men's size as well. And I just want to do a quick comparison. But now these are used though, and I swooped these size, what is this, size 5Y? But I could easily do a quick comparison because basically it's all the same. 5.5 youth, and I swooped these for like not that much really. So but yeah. Because these came out like years. I swooped this up like years after the release. But anyway, as far as the comparison on both of these, I think these might be called the light steel gray, the light gray, or no, cool gray 10s or something like that. And I will admit that I do like the infrared at the bottom. And I remember that being on the box back in the day, a few years ago when these dropped. It's hard to say a few years ago well, I keep calling a few years ago. As years go on, eventually it's gonna be back in the day. Might be called back in the day now, but getting old. But anyway, I do like the white infrared on the soles, and basically it's the same thing on all the Jordan 10s. Obviously, you basically got Jordan whole resume, what he done all the way from what, when did he start? Like 84, 83, 84 when he got into the league or something like that, all the way up to like 95 at this point. And y'all already know the story, man. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like y'all don't know or whatever, because we in the kicks, so we hear this shit 1,000 times. Especially this story really came back out when the Chicago 10s came back out. I don't have those out right now, but I do have the Chicago 10s, the original ones from 2012, not the ones with the 45 on it they dropped in like 2013 or 2014. I just found that funny that they dropped, like they literally dropped that shoe again just with a 45 on it. But you know, the slightest details matter to some people. No knock to them. But as far as this one, man, when these came out, I was disappointed. I was just like, why don't they just put these back out and stop playing with people? I mean, you look at it, it's damn near identical. Yeah, we missing the leather right here, but the leather right here is beautiful. As far as the quality on this thing, man, it's definitely nice. Would I call it remastered? Yeah, it's a little bit up there. Well, would I willingly just pay like $190 for this? I just copped it just because. I just wanted to get it off my conscience. Because see, I would have forgot about this damn thing, and I would have forgot about it, and before you know it, would have sold out. Then people would still be, you know, eventually the shoe will go up in price, and then they would want to hit you on your head with it, man. But this is one of them kicks that's like, it's easy. It's hard to mess up an outfit rocking this. But this is one of the kicks that, like, you know, they probably won't retro it in another probably like 12 to 15 years. This is like the second time this ever retroed ever. So I'm definitely milking this, appreciating this, letting this all sink in. But as far as the how close these look with each other, you obviously got the leather on both of the uppers near the lace, and you have a nubuck tongue obviously right there, and a leather tongue right here. It's just, they made slight modifications just to kind of like tease us. But going into the inside though, you do have that checkerboard pattern, obviously with different hues of gray, and obviously you got red guts on this one with the Nike Air on the side, keeping it true to the OG. And this one right here, you just got a black insole with the red Jumpman. And also too, man, I've looked at a few other YouTuber videos, and they was mentioning how, like, if it's made in Korea and Taiwan and all that stuff, that the Jumpmen actually face each other or the other way sometime, or they face away from each other depending on when it was made back then at that time. As far as like the City series and all that in the pack, I like the Seattle colorway probably the most, and I think they might. I've been hearing the rumors as well. You know, obviously reading other like sneaker posts or whatever, that they're actually coming out with the Knicks colorway. To me, with like the white color, sometimes it's hard to kind of get excited because almost all those shoes look the same, and like the only difference is actually just the bottom, and you're already walking on the bottom. That's why I wasn't too hyped about the powder blue 10s when they came out, because it almost looked like you were in the Chicago 10s until you lift your foot up. So, and I remember those sitting at one point. I said I was going to get them later if I see them for a good price. So they're kind of hovering around that good price area, around like $100 or so, used or whatever, pre-owned. But as far as back to these though, one of the things that I definitely like on this kick is this right here. Definitely something that's different. I don't even think this wasn't even on the OGs like this patch, but this definitely reminds me of the 90s and the OG for sure. Yeah, man, just can't wait to put these on. It's actually raining out now, but did y'all pick these up though, man? Like, was this one of them kicks y'all was looking forward to? You know, with the whole April and everything, I just look at it like, hey man, we just, you know, and then they got the cool gray 11s dropping and stuff like that. So like, you know, they going just full blown gray for April. You know, there's 50 shades of gray or 3 shades of gray with the J's. Go also check out, man, that story in the sneakers app too about how they cool grays and all that stuff came along. I'm seriously still contemplating on if I should get the Jordan 11 Low Cool Gray. What about y'all, man? Y'all think about copping that or whatever? I think personally, I wouldn't pay $175 for it, but I know that Cool Gray, for some reason, it's not gonna sit around like how the iridescent ones is, and I think that cool. I wouldn't be surprised that Cool Gray started leaving at 160, 150. You know what I mean? But I hope it sits so I can get it for the low. You know what I mean? So these right here, as far as price, I mean, I wish I could pay like 160, 170. It's worth it because the nubuck and suede and stuff. But that's basically it, man. I mean, there's nothing really to it. This is one of them kicks that obviously you break it out years later when after everybody trashed theirs or whatever. Just like most Jordans, after everybody trashed theirs, this will be a head turner. You know what I mean? I've done it before. I've seen it before. I've seen the True Blue 3s in 2011, metallic 5s in 2011. When people trash theirs, from until they retro the True Blue 3 and the metallic 5 in what, 2016 or something like that, they became head turners. My 2011 versions became head turners. So yeah, I'm thinking about this new philosophy too, man. Like how GRs is basically is heat too. Like, you know, it's like the new limited in a way. A lot of people is after limited kicks, and then they just kind of forget about these. And I think once they let these wash away, they forget about it. I should probably just do a whole another talk video kind of like relating to that and about that though, man. It's just far as like my thoughts on it and stuff. So that's just my quick analysis or whatever. Also too, they also put that 90s print on this one back then as well, as far as the back tongue right here, you know, on those cool gray tins, cool gray and infrared tins. So I think the regular price on these for men was probably $160 at the time. So what y'all think about those too, man? These, have y'all been in the game long enough to remember these? So yeah, they put black. They at least could have put an infrared. Come on, man, infrared Jumpman on the back. But y'all seen these enough. So yes, I do have them. Will this make my top 10 of the year? I don't know. Maybe. I like subtle kicks like this, and I definitely been rocking a lot of gray, black, and forest green lately. Lastly, before I head up out of here, I keep forgetting to do this stuff, man. My thoughts on this shoe, just in general, what I get from it. Definitely get like a smoke gray kind of like feeling from this charcoal. Kind of remind me of the charcoal 9s, because the charcoal 9s they look like this as well. Google the pictures, it's easy to see. Jordan never really wore them or whatever. They need to drop the charcoal 9s. Yeah, it's just like heavy, like you just in the city downtown, you know. It's like if you just walking through New York with a white sneaker. You start out the day with a white sneaker through New York or any downtown, any heavy populated downtown in America, and then you come home and your shit look like this. It went from a Chicago 10 to a Shadow 10, you know what I mean? But that's my little 2 cents about this shoe though, man. Rate, comment, and subscribe. This is Nail Goodfella, Goodfella Nail. Peace.